On July 1st, 2025, astronomers spotted something strange, an interstellar visitor drifting near Mars. Officially, it's cataloged as 3I Atlas, a comet from another star system. But what if that's wrong? What if it's not a comet at all? Some researchers, fringe theorists, and late-night forums claim it might be something far more shocking. An alien probe disguised as a rock, a mothership testing the waters, maybe even part of a larger plan we don't yet understand. In this video, we're going to explore those ideas, from theories of artificial design to claims of secret maneuvers behind the sun, from whispers of government psyops to prophecy timelines predicting alien contact. This is not official science. This is speculation. But if even one of these theories is true, then 3I Atlas may be the most important object humanity has ever observed. Before diving into the theories, let's set some ground rules. Number 1, this isn't peer-reviewed astronomy. This isn't NASA's official line. Everything you're about to hear comes from fringe researchers, independent observers, and speculation online. Number 2, the facts we can all agree on. 3I Atlas is real. It was spotted by the Atlas Survey Telescope in mid-2025. Its orbit is hyperbolic, which means it's not bound to the sun. It came from interstellar space. It's passing through, and then it's gone. It has a comet-like appearance, faint, icy, shedding some material. That's the official story. Number 3, today we're ignoring that official story. We're focusing only on the non-mainstream interpretations, the people who look at 3I Atlas and say, this isn't natural. Why do they think that? Because to them, the anomalies don't add up. The trajectory looks guided, the brightness looks wrong, and the timing, right as humanity gears up to expand into space, feels a little too perfect. Whether you see that as evidence or coincidence is up to you. But for the next 20 minutes, let's take a tour through the wildest possibilities of what 3I Atlas might actually be. The first and most popular fringe claim is simple. 3I Atlas is not natural, it's engineered. To these theorists, its design is obvious once you stop calling it a comet. The symmetry of its spin looks too stable. The way it reflects sunlight, too controlled. A real comet is chaotic, messy, shedding material in all directions. But 3I Atlas? It behaves more like a satellite or a probe. So if it's artificial, what's the motive? One idea: scouting. Imagine a civilization thousands of years older than ours, sending probes disguised as rocks to quietly slip into alien star systems. No one would notice until it's too late. Another idea? Observation. Park a disguised craft near Mars, and you can study the entire inner solar system without drawing direct attention. Think of it as a galactic spy satellite, just dressed up as a comet. And then there's the most unnerving possibility: testing defenses. What if 3I Atlas is a probe deliberately poking around the edge of our neighborhood to see how we react? How quickly we detect it? How fast we scramble to explain it away? In fringe circles, the slogan goes, looks like a comet, flies like a probe. To them, 3I Atlas isn't random. It's reconnaissance, the first knock on the door. Next, let's talk about the path. Every comet has a trajectory, but 3I Atlas follows one that's raising eyebrows. Its approach seems unusually aligned with the ecliptic plane, the flat sheet where most of the planets orbit the sun. Coincidence? The skeptics say yes. But fringe believers argue no. To them, that's a deliberate choice, a guided route. Why? Because from the ecliptic, you can sweep past multiple planets in a single pass. Mars, Earth, even Jupiter. Another anomaly that keeps surfacing, the brightness. For an object of its estimated size, 3I Atlas appears brighter than it should be. A little too reflective, a little too steady in its glow. And to fringe thinkers, that's not sunlight bouncing off ice. That's power. Some argue it could be self-illumination, faint lights across its surface, perhaps for navigation or communication. Others say the glow comes from an artificial power source. Maybe radiators bleeding waste heat into space. There's even a camouflage theory that what we see as dust surrounding it isn't natural outgassing at all, but a deliberate shroud, a thin veil of particles released to disguise the real structure inside. Imagine hiding a metallic ship inside a haze of dust, making it look like a comet to distant telescopes. To mainstream science, it's just reflective ice. To fringe watchers, it's the cosmic version of wearing a mask. Every comet eventually swings around the sun, and 3I Atlas is no different. But here's where the theories get wild. As it dives close to the sun, the object will vanish from Earth's telescopes for weeks. That blind spot is the perfect opportunity, if you believe the fringe crowd, for it to make moves no one can see. Some claim it could use this moment to perform powered burns hidden by the sun's glare, to adjust course, to slow down, maybe even to slip into a controlled orbit around the inner solar system. There's even talk of a so-called reverse Oberth maneuver, braking near the sun to bleed speed and stay bound to our star, instead of flying back into interstellar space. To mainstream astronomy, perihelion is just a point on the curve. But to believers, it's the moment of truth. After the sun, they say, 3I Atlas won't behave like a comet anymore. It will behave like a ship. Then there's the theory of the flybys. Fringe trackers insist the object's path lines up suspiciously well with several planets. Mars first, then possibly Jupiter, even a distant pass by Venus. Each one, they say, is a chance for a close survey, or even a rendezvous. The idea is that with only minimal thrust, 3I Atlas could hopscotch from planet to planet, using gravity assists to shape its path. From Mars, it could study human spacecraft. From Jupiter, it could observe its moons, Europa, Ganymede, prime candidates for life. From Venus, it could skim the thick atmosphere for data. And the boldest claim, that it isn't just passing. It could be seeding drones or deploying smaller craft during those encounters. Robotic scouts meant to linger in orbit long after the mothership moves on. For most, that's science fiction. For the true believers, it's strategy. Every flyby is a chance to look closer or leave something behind. Of course, no mystery in space escapes the gravity of conspiracy. And 3I Atlas is no exception. In online forums, you'll find claims that it isn't just a probe or a disguised ship. It's an invader comet, the spearhead of something far darker. A mothership, cloaked in dust, waiting for the right moment to strike. And then, there's the ever-present Project Bluebeam narrative. If you're not familiar, this is the theory that governments will stage a fake alien event, a false flag operation, to consolidate control. To some believers, 3I Atlas is the perfect candidate. They imagine governments rolling out a panic story about an alien mothership, when in reality, it's all a psyop, a way to manipulate public fear and justify new policies. Whether you buy that or not, these claims highlight the psychology around 3I Atlas. In a world where trust in institutions is fragile, even a comet can become the seed of a grand deception narrative. And feeding the fire? The media. Headlines pop up. Scientists terrified by alien comet. Or confirmed alien ship near Mars. Of course, none of it is confirmed, but clickbait thrives on fear. Fringe channels claim there are secret images NASA won't release. Alleged insiders whisper about orbiting objects hidden in the coma. Even mainstream science papers, cautious in their language, get twisted into viral posts suggesting panic in the scientific community. In reality, most astronomers aren't panicking at all. But in the world of viral speculation, fear plus mystery equals views. And so 3I Atlas becomes more than a comet. It becomes a mirror for our anxieties, a stage where fact and fiction blur into the perfect story. Not all the speculation comes from scientists or conspiracy forums. Some of it comes from prophecy. In fringe spiritual circles, 3I Atlas is being tied directly to visions of an alien encounter foretold decades ago. According to these narratives, the year 2025 marks a turning point, a window when humanity will either face first contact or a staged version of it. The interpretations vary wildly. Some claim the object will release a signal, a broadcast across the solar system. Others predict a landing, a fleet, even an attack. And some insist the object isn't alien at all, but a divine sign, woven into prophecy to mark the beginning of a new age. What unites these voices is timing. To them, it's no coincidence this object appeared now, in a year long marked in prophecy circles as the time of disclosure. But ask 10 believers so what are the watchers waiting for? What do they think will prove their case? First, abrupt course changes. If the trajectory shifts in ways physics can't explain, they'll say the ship just moved under its own power. Second, brightness spikes. Sudden flashes or pulses of light would be read as engines firing or signals being sent. Third, fragmentation. If smaller pieces break off, believers will call them drones, miniature craft sent to linger around planets or moons. Fourth, radio anomalies. Any unexplained signal around the object's path would be flagged as communication. And then there are the checkpoints, dates and alignments that believers obsess over. The perihelion near the Sun, the Mars flyby, the Earth approach. Each one is seen as a moment where the object might reveal its true nature. To most people, 3I Atlas is just another icy rock. But to the fringe, it's a ticking clock, and they're watching every second. So what is 3I Atlas, really? To astronomers, it's an interstellar comet, fascinating, but natural. To believers, it's something far stranger, a disguised probe, a mothership, maybe even the setup for a staged alien event. The truth? We don't know. Not yet. What we do know is that this object is real. It's here, and it's passing through our solar system right now. If the wildest theories are correct, the next few months could change everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. For now, it remains speculation, but the sky has a way of surprising us. And maybe, just maybe, 3I Atlas is not just a comet. Maybe it's the message we've been waiting for. What do you think? Is it just ice and dust, or is it something more? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Subscribe for more deep dives into the unknown. And share this with a friend who loves space mysteries. Because whatever the truth turns out to be, we're all going to find out together.